This is Austin St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger. You are watching the Morphin Network.
It's just crazy to think that some little bitty meat market in, I guess it's like Wuhan, China or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
One little chicken from around the world makes its way all the way to Purcell, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Hey guys, welcome to Happy Sunday. Stay safe. I hope you guys are safe anyway. We have a special guest right now. We have the Silver and Space Ranger, Justin Nimmo himself. What's up, man?
Peace out.
And we have my assistant, and her first online interview, Shirley, SJ Crimson Lightning.
Everybody watch out for Shirley.
Yeah, watch out for her. I'm not... Mr. Nemo, can you tell us about yourself? Summarize.
Well, I guess most of you know me as the Silver Space Ranger, Zhane, from 1998. Yeah, that's over 20 years ago, but still alive and well. And love traveling to see all of you guys, but with the quarantine going on, the COVID-19, makes it a little bit tough, but we'll get through it, and I'll come and see you guys.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah, we really love that. I will give you a big hug whenever I see you. Just kidding.
One big group hug, right?
Yeah. And get some booze, don't worry.
Whoa, yeah.
Let's talk about your acting. How did you get into that?
I was living in Oklahoma, going to college at University of Central Oklahoma, basically carpooling to school with my mom. I would drop her off at the Department of Public Safety, and I would go on to college. She one day said, "Hey, there's a lady that I work with that you should talk to." Out of the blues, I'm like, okay, have no reason for this, but sure, I'll go talk to your friend. What's up? So anyways, the lady was a co-owner of a talent agency in Oklahoma, OMTA, Oklahoma Model and Talent Association. And that's when I figured out, okay, so this is like doing modeling work and you're training for commercial work. So I was like, well, that's kind of fun. Yeah, let's try this out. And she goes, well, you need to get some pictures taken and actually see the owner. Oh, I thought you were the owner. She goes, nope, I'm not the owner. Okay. So I had a girl that I was working with take pictures, and remind you, this was super cold when this was happening. And I was taking pictures out at somebody's swimming pool. I don't even know who they were, but I was taking pictures at their pool, and I come back with those pictures and talk to the owner lady, and she's like, oh, this is going to win. And I'm like, win what? Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. She said, well, we go to a competition once a year, either in New York or LA. The one that we ended up going to was in LA, IMTA, International Model and Talent Association. And there's people from around the world. There's talent agents. There's scouting agents. Anybody that you can think of is there. I ended up picking up a manager and had a couple of agencies say, hey, we'll represent you if you move out to LA. But what she was saying by you'll win, you enter in all these different competitions. I entered in like 13 of them or something. And one picture that was just a smile, she entered it into, how simple is that? Best smile. And it won, which, when you're competing with people around the world, you win. Hell, you get in the top 100's good. Top 10's great. Number one is kind of a special thing. Anyways, it won Best Smile. And she said, I told you it was going to win. I was like, yeah, you sure did. So after the competition, we came back home and basically raised some money and jumped in a U-Haul and hauled butt to California. Didn't even have an apartment lined out. We showed up in a U-Haul carrying a car behind it and go, okay, where do we go? And they're like, I don't know. Where are we supposed to go? I said, well, somebody needs to know where we're going. No, we had no clue where we were going to stay. So we we found a friend that was from Oklahoma and stayed the night with them for, I don't know, 3-4 nights till we found an apartment and we all moved in. There was like 4 of us that moved in together from Oklahoma. And once I got moved into California, that manager that I said I met at that big competition said, when you get out here, let me know. So I got out there and she said, okay, I'm going to line you out some pictures. So, some photo shoots. So went and took a couple of pictures and she said, all right, now that we got the pictures, I'm going to take you over to the agency and see if we can get you representation, which did, and got representation. And they start sending you out on auditions and see what you can book, I guess. And then I got lucky, right spot, right time, knew the right people, I guess, and landed several cool jobs like Power Rangers.
Oh,
Nice.
speaking of Power Rangers, can you tell us what the audition process was like?
Audition process for me, well, probably a lot different than most people. I've heard stories from like 10 plus times they had to go in and audition, had to do stunts and meet up with other people. No, I didn't have, but maybe I want to say like 3 auditions. Probably booked it on the 4th one. My last audition, it wasn't even much of an audition. They said, come into this address, go to the 60th floor or whatever it was, and wait in the lobby after you speak with the receptionist. Okay, well, bring your portfolio with you, which is a book with all your pictures in it. So I brought that, and ended up it was like, I think it was like Suki Levy that I went in and talked to, and he flipped through my book and he seen a picture that was me with blonde hair, and he said, wow, this is really cool, will you do this? I'm like, yeah, sure. And he goes, okay. So it was like, if I would have said no, maybe I would not have got the job. I don't know. But, I just did the blonde hair photo because I was doing Brad Pitt lookalike work at the time. I didn't have to do any martial arts. They asked me if I knew them. I didn't do any screenshots with any of the other cast. I had a very few auditions to land the part. I think they were in a pretty big rush. I was the 6th Ranger. They've already got the other 5 going on, and maybe they waited late. I don't know, but it went pretty quick for me.
I mean, you do.
Looks like that worked for you.
I mean, you do look like Brad Pitt, though. Just saying.
I've heard that. Yeah.
And we love.
We're both from Oklahoma. That might be it. His family and them are like 45 minutes from where I live.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of your time on Power Rangers, can you explain your experience while filming?
In the beginning, I felt a lot like an outcast, but I think that was because, they had already been together filming. Shit, they already did one whole season and then half of another season, basically. They're halfway through space. And Chris had said that they actually told him not to like me, which was a part of his character. And I guess they wanted him to do it in real life so that he would play it off in character. It's like, why can't he just pretend? Why can't he act? But no. So it took a little while to kind of become closer with all of them. And everybody was kind of doing their own thing at that time. It's like you'd basically go to the studio and work, and then you'd get off. Me myself, I'd get off and then I'd go to work. I was working wait staff at, I think, Outback Steakhouse at the time, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to hang out with the cast after hours. But Chris come over. We hung out a few times. Went to the fair or zoo, whatever you want to call it out there. And the one time he came to my house, and I was like, yeah, I'll cook for you. I almost killed him, though. I didn't know he's allergic to garlic. He holds him.
Oh my god. It's actually that's actually interesting. I mean,
It would not do well in a Filipino household. We love garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love garlic myself.
Sweet. It's kind of it's kind of weird though, or not weird, but kind of coincidental that he did some method acting on you when he's supposed not to like you. It's kind of sad.
ended up being, it's like we're brothers, but yet don't like him. Okay.
Definitely like relatives.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't like my brother.
Yeah, brotherly love.
Speaking of your experience in Power Rangers, can you do you have any like fun behind the scene moments while filming, or any like who was a prankster in your cast?
I mean, we were all pranksters. As far as who to say was like doing the most pranks, man, that'd be hard to say because we were always cutting up about something. We had probably all like to claim being the prankster, but I don't really know that there would be one particular prank that we pulled. There was one time that we were headed to go film or something, and I guess somebody killed a skunk. Anyways, we had to drive through it, and that was so horrible. Like, I thought I was going to be throwing up during that, but nobody did that on purpose. You know what I mean? But yeah, a special one prank. No, we were just really laughing a whole lot. I don't remember one particular.
Oh, that's always nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, again, like, your cast is really cool to talk to, so I could maybe guess who might be, but I won't go into that in detail. But
Chris wasn't as wild back then as he is now, so if that helps you.
Actually solves a lot. Actually solves a lot of stuff.
See that facial reaction. Anything you love in particular about having played Zhane, or in general of your character?
It's kind of cool because I didn't really have to act. I wasn't pretending to be somebody else. Zhane's characteristics were my characteristics. Like, I literally just went out there and was myself, which made it really easy to play, I guess. Being that it was obviously the first Silver Ranger made it even cooler. Being a Sixth Ranger was another notch in the belt, whatever. Having its own Zord, pretty cool. We had a great storyline. The writers did a great job. We were just the puppets in the right place.
So you were the cool guy, pretty much.
I was a cool guy. I'm still a cool guy, man.
Hey,
you really are. To
he's
be
a cool
honest.
guy. Come on.
Thanks.
Hey, I remember meeting him at PMC. He was definitely the cool guy.
Yeah, and I want to say heads up, thank you for the drinks at the prom 2 years ago. But
So
anyway,
for all the people that are watching this, in case you don't understand what's going on, is I've already met both of these people, and we've already had a little bit of fun.
we
Wild
sure
nights.
did. Some nuts. Well, don't worry, we won't tell in detail, but you went to a lot of cons lately, in the past, I don't know.
I have been to a lot, yeah.
Yes. Do you have any fun memories in the convention circuit?
There's lots of fun memories. Probably one of the craziest ones was a fan had came up and they were introducing their family, and when they got to their baby, the baby's name was Zhane.
Aww.
And I thought maybe they were going to say like their animal or something like that, but no, they named their kid after my character. So that was the biggest thing that I can really think of. I mean, I've had all kinds of wonderful stories and great gifts from people, and just going to all these different places. It's a lot of fun to get to meet people, and I know it sounds weird, but to kind of help them still their childhood. It's like, obviously if I could meet the real Scooby-Doo, I'd be happy as shit. So, for the people that are true fans, when they get to meet their person that they looked up to, it means a lot to them. So to be that person that they look up to, you can't even really put it in words. It's hard to say, but it's fun meeting all of the people. I've got stories from pretty much every convention, whether it was because the music was too loud, or the games were too loud, or there was too many people, or somebody probably forgot to wipe their hands or their nose.
Oh my god.
There's lots of stories.
And that's why we have Purell.
Yes. Or or right guard, or any of that secret stuff that helps with smell. Sometimes that's a good thing to have around.
Oh my gosh.
True.
That is true.
I'm just gonna kind of backtrack a little bit, back to Power Rangers. But so, like you said, it's been about 20 years now. Where do you think you see Zhane right now?
He would basically be. He'd be instead of gray-headed, he'd be silver-headed. He would be kind of like the master of the dojo. You know, he would be the one teaching the little ones growing up and how to be better at what they do, hone their skills, have lots of little baby Zanes and baby junior Zanes running around.
The question is, who's the mom?
Right?
Well, most of that probably would have been Astronema because our storyline had the two of us together.
When you say that, I was hoping that so I don't know, like in the 20th anniversary, they kind of showed your character was there.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were hoping that their Silver Ranger was actually your son. That's fans.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, oh man, it didn't come true. Oh well.
Has that happened before? Has any Power Rangers had a son?
JDF's character has a son, but
Yeah.
but he's still a kid though. Well, no, in the Christmas season, in their season, they did a future story where his son became a Red Ranger.
Right on.
Yeah, and then last year, during their 25th anniversary, he had a young boy, but they didn't show him in camera.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, in past seasons, there have been Rangers whose parents were Rangers, but they were not part of the original timeline of Rangers.
Right on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so something like that.
So who was Blake Foster's parents? Because he was little. Did they ever say who his parents were?
I think they introduced his dad once.
His dad, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I think his dad was a single parent for the whole
Blake,
series.
who was your daddy?
Can you tell us your advice to any aspiring actor or actress that wants to go into the business or an industry?
The biggest thing that I'd probably say about the acting business for somebody that's wanting to get into it is prepare for your heart to be broke. Prepare for the worst, because you literally you get rejected. You go on 100 auditions and you get one callback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So you can't just walk into it and expect, hey, I'm gonna win this right off the bat. No, it's horrible. Patrick just sent me a message. He said, "Why are you sitting in your car?" Hey, Patrick, got a message for you.
Oh.
He's late to this interview.
Yeah, he's really late.
LinkedIn, he's watching. Buddy.
Last question from us is even after, or I guess after all this quarantining, anyways, self-isolation, any upcoming
After self-distance.
events? Yes. Any events or projects you're gonna do?
There's several conventions that I wasn't able to actually announce because of, and we're still hoping that we can just get the dates moved so we still do them. It's obviously not right of me to say which convention or where they're at until they say it first.
Yeah.
As far as acting stuff, I've got a friend from here, now lives in Los Angeles, and he's trying to shoot a short little film back here. I would imagine the quarantine has kind of got him on hold as well. So he'll hopefully be able to still go through with what his end of the plans were, and I'll get a little part in his show to help him while he's helping me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So,
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, guys, that ends the 10 questions we have for Mr. Nimmo. We'll go to fan questions. And also, Justin, you have a special visitor that will come in soon, and you might know who it is, so.
Very good. I hope I like him or her.
It's a her, and I think you know who it is.
Okay.
Hopefully she gets my message. Arlene Elig says hello, everyone.
Hi.
Well, hello.
Luis Hawapaya Arellano, sorry, butcher your name. Best regards from Lima, Peru. Let's rock it.
Oh, we love Peru. Yes, I'd love to go there.
My gosh, guess who's here?
Hello, Martha!
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome
big
up,
kid
Morphin
surprise.
Network. What's going on? Oh, look.
It's the big boss.
Oh, she got the shirt on. Look at that.
Yeah,
She
it
got
is.
the shirt.
This is what you signed in Brooklyn.
Yes, it's got some new ink on it.
Yep.
Good, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are matching. You've got the hat. She's got the shirt.
Yeah. I don't have a hat yet. For as connected as I am, I don't even have a hat. So.
I don't sell them, actually. I got them from somebody, but I think I made a post about it. If you want to go back and check it out.
Yeah.
If I had an extra, I'd give it to you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Johnny Goddard says, "Hey Justin, you did a great job playing Zhane, the Silver Ranger in Power Rangers in Space. Your fan Johnny Goddard from Bend, Oregon, or Bend, Oregon? Oh, Bend,
Bend.
Oregon.
Right on, Johnny. Thank you.
The Jarvis Crank. Did you have any martial arts experience prior to being cast as Zhane on Space? I think you already answered this.
Yes, actually, I was doing some martial arts in the was it like LA Fitness or something like that? One of the gyms. There was a guy in there, and I was taking Bojuka, boxing, judo, karate.
Arlene Elig says, Justin, after the Power Rangers, did you go back to wanting to be a physical therapist? Oh.
Actually, when I finished Power Rangers, I took a class to become a massage therapist. So I did massage therapy so that when I came home, because, I moved back to Oklahoma to be with my kids, and I wanted something to do when I got here. So I thought, I'll take massage classes. So when I moved to Oklahoma, I can do massage therapy. And wow, was I ahead of my times or what? You come here and nobody wanted a guy to be rubbing on them.
I would.
I mean, yeah, right. I mean, it's kind of weird because once somebody did come in, they were hooked. Like they were routine people. They'd come back a lot, but there wasn't enough, obviously, to pay the bills. So had to move on. Moved on to selling insurance, and from there, I went to work at Rent-A-Center, and after that, I opened up my own rent-to-own store and had it for 16 years now, something like that.
Entrepreneur life. Man.
Entrepreneur life. Yeah.
Woo! Rough being
Also,
a
jack
business
of all
owner.
trades.
Oh, by the way, so Patrick's here. I'm a huge fan, but I will destroy you. Oh my god.
Patrick, I will destroy you from the car seat I'm in, and it's not a child car seat.
He's like, why you trick me in a clown suit then a silver cycle? You mean. I'm not.
You mean? I was mean mugging on you.
Lazarus Koryatopoulos. Sorry about your name. Hello, Justin. Greetings from a fan from Greece. Aw.
Wow. Hey, send some messages to some conventions in Greece. See if they would like to have the Silver Power Ranger over there.
Can I go?
Yeah.
JD Parks, Justin, would you ever return as Zhane in a future season for a team up?
Yes, as long as I could manage it. Like I said, I run a business, and when I'm gone, it's kind of hard to keep the doors open. So if I could do it without being gone for a long time, that would be wonderful, and I'd love to do it.
Dave Boer, Justin, hey buddy, how hot were those psycho suits?
The psycho suits, well, I don't remember the actual psycho suit itself being hot, but the suit that I have now, the cosplay suit, is basically a scuba diving suit. It's called a wetsuit. And the first time I put it on, the sweat from my neck ended up in my socks.
Oh my god.
So yeah, super hot and horrible.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah, anybody wants me to wear that suit, I'd rather pull my eyes out.
Oh my god. Why did you appear in the Lost Galaxy team up against the Psycho Rangers?
Bro, that's a common question. Everyone asks that.
That is a good question. And the people that don't know it, it's because they don't understand. So the writers have to write the character in. And since they didn't write me in, they can't crash the party. So it was their fault, not mine. They didn't ask me because they didn't have it planned. If they would have asked me, I'd have been like, sure.
Dang, writers. No,
Yeah.
Oh,
Christine
you
more.
would have totally had all those psychos beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still beat them.
Will you have any new merch for future cons?
Right now I have a couple of new photos, and I still have some of my coins. I don't have any shirts, but there's a few things that I'd like to come out with. I would love to come out with bandanas. So if anybody knows anything about that, shoot me a DM. And the reason I was thinking about bandanas is because I thought about them a long time ago. There's a couple other things too, but now that everybody's wearing face masks, a bandana is better than nothing.
Mhm.
And if anybody wants to make me a Power Ranger mask, dude, I'm totally down for it. I'll pay you double. Message me. Let's make it happen.
You should definitely.
One of the
give
other
Jessica.
things that I would like to have made would have been wrapping paper.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
as a kid, going under the tree or for your birthday or whatever, and you've got Power Ranger wrapping paper, how dope is that?
Oh my god.
That would have been fun. I would
That's
not
done
have torn that paper though.
Yeah, and then my I guess you call it a banner, whatever it is that I hang up behind me. It's pretty big, and it makes me think of a shower curtain. So, who would like a Power Rangers Zhane shower curtain?
I
Sounds
would.
cool.
I
A
would.
half one, so when we're in the shower, our heads line up with your body.
Oh, yeah. Wrong. I was here before you. I got it.
J. Park says, who would win in a fight, Zane or Andros?
Well, if you ask me, it's going to be me. If you ask Andros, it's going to be Andros. But if I was to listen to some of the people that are really, I want to call super Power Ranger smart people, they're like, Zane has all the powers. He's the most powerful one. So if that was the case, I would rely off of that and say because of that I would. But once I won, I'd hold him down to the ground and just squeeze him.
Oh my god. Oh, by the way, so Lazarus is actually responding to your question, Justin. And also, there's go for Martha too. Please give to Justin my profile link to contact with me. I know the organizers of Comic Cons in Greece.
Awesome.
Oh.
That would be sweet.
You send me a message. I want that too.
Yeah, so Lazarus, actually, where can he actually send you that message, Martha?
You can send it on my Facebook or my IG. Facebook, MDMC Entertainment, or my IG at MDMC Entertainment. I'll put it in the comments.
Awesome. So, okay, so Lazarus, just wait for Martha's comments and send the link, or your link to that.
Just because I want to know too.
Yeah, she wants to go to Greece.
I want to know first.
It's a
Hey,
contract.
when we do this psycho bandana face mask, doesn't it need the psycho teeth in it? Wouldn't that make it better?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh my
Thanks,
gosh! And
Patrick,
for all
for the
the
idea.
kids who like to like put the bananas between their mouths, just like
Uh-huh.
chopping out.
I just wanted to tell Patrick, thanks for the idea.
Oh my god.
Hey Nemo, have you actually gone out in public in your silver helmet?
No. No. I can't breathe in that thing. It's so little.
He's actually, it's a long comment, but I'll read some of it. So basically he's asking you to come to the Netherlands.
Yeah,
Dutch
I would love
cons.
the Netherlands. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it, Thunder.
We need the connections to those people that, like, if you're out there, out in Greece or the Netherlands, like, if you know the people putting on the show, send
Well,
us
if you're in
that contact info.
If you're in Pluto and you know the people, either send their message asking for me, send me their message, I'll ask them, tag me in their posts. That's how it shows interest. So in other words, a promoter doesn't want to bring somebody that nobody wants to see. So if you show the interest, then they will say, oh, people want to see that person. I should bring that person. That's how that works.
Yep.
We don't just like jump on our little spaceships and fly to these things and kind of like drop in and go, ta-da, we're here for free. It costs money to get to them. Sometimes the conventions will pay for the transportation, and sometimes we have to pay for the transportation. So we need your help to let them know that we want to be there so we can meet you.
Yeah, guys, support them, man. These two people are cool. So yeah. Did you ever watch your Sentai counterpart?
A very small amount. I seen where he rode in on a motorcycle, kind of cut around the corner on this dirt road, beat the shit out of some people. That's about it, yeah.
Oh, Patrick says he's gonna kill you.
Man, Patrick's aggressive.
Patrick's a little psycho, don't worry about him.
What was it like to work with Melody Perkins?
She was a sweetheart. She was just a real doll, you know what I mean? She never complained about anything. She was soft-spoken until she had to scream and rip somebody's heads off. She was cute as can be. I never heard any complaints. Like, she wasn't late. She wasn't pulling pranks. She wasn't doing anything bad. She was, I guess, just, I don't know. I don't want to use the word perfect, but she was pretty good.
And
I'm sure as a person that's filming, they would say, I want her because she's easy to work with.
Oh.
Terrell Diggs. Justin, what's your favorite food?
Wow. I like deer jerky.
That's good.
Right on.
Venison.
Deer jerky?
Yeah, for all you vegans, sorry. I like deer jerky.
Alright, that looks like it's all of it. Well, thank you guys for the special interview. Watching the special interview.
Well, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Thanks for
Let
inviting me.
me
I didn't get on these before.
Yeah, so for now, we're gonna have Martha cameo for all our interviews. Kidding. She's Stan Lee now of our page. I was kidding.
Aw.
Right.
So before I end this interview, Justin, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me in the Walmart parking lot. No, my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it's basically just my name, Justin Nimmo, with 2 M's, Nimmo.
Awesome. Oh, before I go to you, someone's come up to his arms and says hi.
Hi, Saul. How are you?
And Martha, our awesome Stanley cameo, where can he find you?
You can find me at MDMC Entertainment on Facebook and Instagram, and my personal Martha D. Staub on Facebook and Instagram.
Or you can find her in her office in her shoes sitting in her chair.
Yeah. I'm a boss babe now, so I'm an entrepreneur now, so
Like, you're living the dream.
Yeah. It's going to be hard to get a hold of her because she's such big time. And
I'm very, very fortunate that the virus hasn't affected me yet. Knock on all the wood that it doesn't. I still have clients that still need stuff, so I do all kinds of digital marketing, websites, and things like that. So.
And every
So
time
far,
she
so
talks
good.
to me, she gets more business. So this ought to help.
It's so funny. Like, literally, Nemo is my lucky charm. I remember when I was job hunting, when I was trying to figure out where I was going, if I was going to get a job or go on my own. And then when I talked to him about a job, then it happened. And then when it fell apart, I was talking about my business, and then Nemo kind of like, every time I talk to him, I'm like, I just need to find a big client. And then a week later, the big client came. And I'm like, all right, now I need to make this much money. And then a week later, that much money came in. So every time we talk, it manifests, and it's really cool. I don't know why, but Nemo's my lucky charm.
I got good juju.
You do. And plus, you care. Like, you legitimately care. So I think that's also a testament to that, too.
I support you. You support me.
Of course.
Dynamic duo. Hold up. So
Well, it's getting very hot in my car, so I'm going to hop off of here. But I appreciate you guys, and everybody stay safe, and we will see you hopefully at a convention soon.
Awesome. All right, bye, Justin.
Bye. Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.
I got it. So now, before we leave, Shirley, where can they find you? My partner in crime, my new partner.
They can find me on my Instagram at pinkazn.
Awesome. And you can find me at Morphin Network at YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we made 1,000 followers on Instagram. Thank you guys.
Oh,
Yes, you can now send me cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this before we leave. Martha, how did my new assistant do in this interview?
Great. I don't think I've met you before, have I?
No, we haven't personally met.
Okay. All right. Because every time I go to one of the shows in LA, the entire Morphin Network team comes in like a posse. It's really cool. And I was like, yeah, I have not met. But whenever this is over, hopefully we'll get to unite. But you did really great.
Thank you.
You've done this before. Have you done this before?
Not with Morphinet.
Okay. So that's
For school.
awesome. Okay. Yeah, you did really good.
Thank you.
So, claps to Shirley for her first interview. Good job, Shirley.
Yay!
All right, guys. So that pretty much ends our interview, and hope you watch. If you want to watch it again, just rewatch the interview when it is finally renders, and we will put it on YouTube, so it can then last forever. Because I don't trust Facebook right now. Just kidding.
Well, thank you, Morphin Network. Appreciate you having me on.
All right, thank you, Marta, for so much.
Thanks, Martha.
She's our new cameo, and special thank you to Justin again. So, guys, we're gonna sign out. Stay safe, wash your hands, and happy Sunday. So, see ya. Bye.